Alright guys, I'm going to talk you through the workouts for this coming week on Fit for Purpose training. So we have, to kick us off on Monday the 13th, we're going to be hitting for time row 500 meters. So that'll be a buy-in of 500 meters. You'll then go straight into 10 rounds of 10 box jump overs, 24-inch for the guys, 20-inch for the ladies, and 10 front squats, 50 kilos for the guys, 35 for the ladies. So we'll be having 100 box jump overs, 100 front squats, and then across 10 rounds, obviously. Then to buy out, you'll do another 500 meter row. So this one, I really like this one. It's just going to be all about legs, your ability to manage the fatigue that will build up progressively throughout the course of this one. The first 500 meter row is going to feel drastically different to the second and final one. There's going to be an element of gassiness to it. You're going to be breathing heavy, but mostly you're going to be feeling those legs shouting at you. So being able to even pacing yourself on the box jump overs to allow yourself to go steady and keep moving, and making sure that when you pick up the barbell for the front squats, you're not putting it down every time. It's a set of 10 every time. Now, that'll be Mondays. Tuesday, we've got a heavy day with a difference. This is going to be a weighted, strict pull-up, and we'll be doing 8 sets of 2, using the heaviest weight that you can for each set. So a typical heavy day, you would often see a barbell, but this is different. This is where we're doing a heavy day with a gymnastics movement, a body weight movement, with our pull-up, and this is where we get to build strength in our pull-up. And you'll see in the notes of our workout there, I'll have some modifications that you can use. I didn't create it as a separate scaled option, mainly just because there's quite a few different ways to scale this one and different approaches. So take a look at those. If a weighted pull-up is not something that you have in the locker at the moment, that's fine. Use those options that are there. Keep it in the notes so that you can build off it. Wednesday is going to be a 15-minute AMRAP of gymnastics movements. Okay, we're moving away from pulling. We did it with the strict pull-ups the day before. We're going to be doing 28 jumping lunges, 14 ring dips, and a 20-meter handstand walk. So this one is going to be interesting. There's going to be an interesting interplay between the movements. You've got jumping lunges, which are going to create a bunch of fatigue in the legs, and they'll get the heart rate up. They'll get some gassiness going. That you then have to move into what will probably be described as a slower movement with a ring dip. They can be strict or kipping if you have those in the locker. Once you've done your 14, you're then moving to a high skill gymnastics movement of the handstand walk, where you're getting upside down. It's harder to breathe upside down. Surprise, surprise. And you'll have a little bit of fatigue built up in the legs that you then, when you're upside down, it's going to be harder to control your legs, essentially, because you've just built up some fatigue in there. Never mind the 14 ring dips that are going to fatigue your chest and shoulders before even kicking up into the handstand walk. So there'll be a bunch of interference there that I think will give you a really nice stimulus of handstand walk under fatigue, but also never really feeling like you have to stop. 28 jumping lunges, you maybe stop for like a split second, but you can do 28. 14 ring dips, break those up into 2 sevens, or just 4 3 3 3 3, something like that. That just allows you to keep moving, and that'll be an interesting one. With the handstand walk, you'll see in the scaled option there'll be variations that you can swap out for that, because it's not something that a lot of people have access to. So, and by access I just mean it's not in their movement locker just yet. So handstand shoulder taps, pike shoulder taps, all that good stuff. That we're essentially shifting our body weight from one hand to the other in an inverted position. Friday, our workout is going to consist of a couplet of ski erg calories, 11 for the guys, 8 for the ladies, and 11 med ball clean. So the med ball clean is essentially squat clean with a medicine ball, and that movement is an incredibly useful movement for working technique in your clean. So this workout is a great opportunity for that, but because it's a light load with 9 kilos for the guys, 6 for the ladies, when it comes to a squat clean, that's very, very light. But you'll have to keep moving. And when you keep moving and you're moving at speed in a med ball clean, technique and quality of movement breaks down quite quickly because you can do the movement easily. So what we need to be is very strict and disciplined with ourselves to make sure we're getting that full hip extension at the top, making sure we're getting below parallel in the squat, and making sure that we stand all the way up before we then move into the next rep. So I would encourage you to, speak to a coach or myself, or look it up on YouTube and really see what I mean there by completing the rep in its entirety and not cutting corners with that. And then it becomes a version of the movement that isn't really it. Workout of the day for Saturday the 18th then will be 5 rounds for time. Burpee box jump overs and 1 rope climb, 10 dumbbell push jerks, 1 rope climb. So you go 5, 1, 10, 1 for 5 rounds. That's 10 total rope climbs in this workout. You'll have 25 total burpee box jump overs and 50 dumbbell push jerks. This one will go relatively quick. If you're quite efficient in rope climbs, this one will go pretty quick. We'll be aiming to get that done probably in about 9 to 11 minutes, if not less. And we're looking just to have, hit your box jump over straight on the rope, hit straight onto the push jerks, then straight back on the rope. There's going to be very little time to transition and catch your breath in this one, because the rep ranges are pretty small. You'll be able to keep moving on this one. So that will be a fun one for Saturday to finish out the week. So guys, I hope you enjoy this week's training, and I will see you soon. Bye.